Hi, what to do? Let's do my makeup. I'm in the mood just to do my makeup. I'm trying to do like a full beat, something that I wouldn't usually do. Sorry if the lighting is a little weird. There's a tree over here, but let's get into it. This is my skin without anything. I am also gonna do a little bit of my experience from transitioning from being like a hoochie mama, dressing like a hoochie mama, to now being like a mother's girl, being a mother's girly, because baby, it has not been easy. All right, stay tuned. I'm gonna be talking about that while doing my makeup. Also, if you didn't know, I'm also a makeup artist, a freelance makeup artist. I'm self-taught, and if you check out on my Instagram, makeup by Caitlin underscore between each word, I'll leave my handle here. You can check out like my makeup page. Let's get into it. As you know, if you might not know, I reverted on the 19th of August, which means that it is like almost 3 months now. It's almost 3 months. I've been Muslim for almost 3 months. That's crazy. But yeah, so in saying that, I'll put some pictures here of how I used to dress and like in comparison to how I dress now, which there's been like a very very big, like a stark difference. When I tell you, baby, I used to dress so much different to how I dress now, and it has not been easy, because going from wearing like crop tops and shorts to wearing like full on long sleeve t-shirts and like a full abaya and stuff like that, it's very different. It's very different. I've never been a modest girl. I've always been wear whatever you want to wear type of girl. But since my relationship with God has gotten better, not that I'm saying that this now solely depends on that, because it's up to you personally. I'm just saying that it is definitely something that contributed to me being more open to dressing differently. And I think what really changed my perspective, I am meaning to make a story or like a video on my like why I reverted and stuff like that, but I'm honestly just scared because I don't know. Like, I'm gonna just finish my brows and I'm gonna come back. The thing that really changed my mind was when I went to Ghana in what is that, June of 2023, June of this year. I went to Ghana, which is where my boyfriend lives. That's where my boyfriend lives. And I feel like that was really the life-changing thing that happened. Over there, it's very very different to South Africa, where like it is, for one, like tradition is more of a thing there than it is here. And like the way you dress definitely matters, especially because he is Muslim, and at that point I wasn't reverted. I didn't revert yet. We haven't seen each other since I've reverted, actually. So yeah. And when I was there, I felt very like, Caitlin, you're gonna have to cover yourself up. But I don't think like because before it's like I barely had even like long dresses and stuff like that, because I just like a hoochie mama and I enjoyed it. I don't regret anything. I looked good, At that moment, like in that time, I knew that I wanted to start dressing more modestly, because if I'm going to be with my partner, like, I know that it's not what he necessarily expects, but there was definitely an element where it's like, he's Muslim, and you are a representative. You're a representative of your partner as well. Like I said, you are not a person on your own, especially if you are like in a relationship like that, where you are away from your family as well. You are a unit with your partner, and you represent your partner as well. So I tried my best, at first, to kind of to do the best with what I had, basically. Because I never used to dress very like modestly or anything, so I didn't really have much. Like I said, I mostly wore crop tops. As soon as my body was cropped up already, I like wore crop tops. Alright, I didn't wear t-shirts. You get the t-shirts right there. I recently bought this t-shirt even. So I didn't really have anything that would be like super full coverage and stuff like that. So when we went to Tamale, which is like the it's like it's not a city, but it's a place up north of Ghana. There it's like very traditional. It's very like what means, you know. And as soon as we arrived there, because the Muslim community is very big there, I guess, and people are just very religious, you know. So even like drinking and stuff like that, it's not much of a thing there. Not like how it is in South Africa, where you know you are always drinking. Anyway, but as we got come to full like I'm gonna need to cover up, you know, because I had like a shorts on. I had a shorts on with like a t-shirt, the oversized t-shirt, like a long shorts, not even like a hoochie mama type of shorts. But either way, I got shorts on, right, babes, and like I had my hair out and stuff. And I met his aunt, and she was like, "Yeah, no, babes, we're gonna have to cover up." And that is the first day when I wore like hijab, I guess. Since then, since that day, I didn't revert that time, but since that day, like I started wearing hijab, and it is honestly such a profound experience. Like it's nothing like what I expected for it to be, especially because you would think, like before I reverted or anything like that, even before I was even in like that surrounding, I didn't even think that it would be like this, you know, because you usually have this perception that, you know, to be covered up like that, like it's very oppressive, you feel like trapped and stuff. When I tell you, I felt so like at peace and like very just that it need gevoel, you know, it just felt right. And I was not expecting that. Like it took me by surprise, because not only is it super comfortable, it just feels right, man. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt right in that moment. So since then, I've been trying to dress more modestly. I'm in my modest gal era, basically. And I feel like my partner definitely he plays a big role in all of this, even though I don't want to admit that he does, but he does play a role in this. Whether I know and say I'm changing for my boyfriend, whatever's, that's fine. Keep it to yourself, because honestly, if it's not going to be any type of like constructive criticism of you are just running your mouth, run your mouth by iemand anders. Moet jy jou mond kon hier uitspoel. Alright? Clever it was. It is really just very freeing. Like if I could describe hijab in one word, I would describe it as being very like freeing, which is very like, it's very contradicting if you think about it, because you're covering yourself up and the perception would be that you are trapped, you know, that you are limited and things like that. But in reality, yeah, I haven't felt more free since then, since I've started like wearing hijab and dressing more modestly and stuff. Not that I'm saying it's easy, because it definitely has not been easy. It definitely hasn't been easy. I'm not even gonna play like it has been easy, because it hasn't. But it is definitely like been a very eye-opening experience. But the point that I'm trying to make is that the experience of covering up and wearing hijab has just been very freeing for me. Super comfortable. It's just a lot has changed, you know. But I feel like these are all positive changes. And I think the most challenging thing has mostly like been the prices of stuff. Modest clothing is so much more expensive than dressing, like wearing crop tops and like shorts, you know, especially for summer. But you know, everything happens for a reason. I'm just kind of trusting the process. I feel like as long as I remain like focused on my goals, you know, and where I want this to go and like what the end product is, I think I'll be alright, man. I think I'll be alright. I think I'm rocking the modest look that I'm, you know, the new thing that I'm going for. I think I'm rocking it. I think I'm doing a really good job. And I really enjoy it. I really like it. I feel like everyone should just try wearing hijab just for one day. I'm telling you, girl, something different. I just experienced it like nothing that I've ever experienced before. Just try wearing hijab for one day. And one thing that I would say is really nice, that I really enjoy, is the fact that I don't need to worry about my hair anymore. But like the downside on that is that I just don't care about my hair anymore. It has honestly been okay. I think also the type of person that I am. Like, I'm a very, you know, I'm a very grab life by the horns and just go with it. It has not always been easy. There have been times where I've been like tempted, you know, to go back in my old ways, man. To go back in my old ways. But everything happens for a reason, and I'm working towards something. I don't want to speak about that too much because it is quite personal. I don't want to tell people what I'm working towards and then vra die mense van my net al, okay, so ver is jy nou, or what is going on with the whatever. Ek weet die jong, net soos wat jy uitvind, vind ek ook uit. As you are discovering Samira, I am also discovering Samira, you know. It has been quite a journey for me to kind of discover who I want to be as Samira and Caitlin, because I definitely differentiate between the two. Caitlin is not Samira and Samira is not Caitlin. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It is honestly great. Like the wearing clothes and stuff now. I anyway feel like I'm more mature now. Like I am not interested necessarily in wearing crop tops and like hella short pants and stuff like that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. Go ahead, babes, do what you gotta do. I'm just saying that in the point where I am in that my life, I feel like that doesn't really fit the type of things that I'm doing anymore. Me personally, I just feel like I am at a different stage of my life where I no longer dress like that. I no longer want to dress like that either. I had my stage and it was in liquor. I served my baddie days. And now I'm a modest baddie, and I love that for me. One thing I do have to say, because remember before when I used to dress like a hoochie mama, I used to have my assets on display all the time, you know? Not all the time, but you get what I mean. If you see me, you would see, you would look at me with eyes of lust, you know? And I don't blame you because of the way I used to dress, you know? But now that I wear like more modest and like covering clothes that cover more, it's like, babes, if only you knew what is hiding under all of this, you know what I mean? So I think that is something that I really like. I like the mysteriousness of it. Closing thoughts. Life is a journey and God is the DJ, and life is a dance floor, whatever the girl said. For foundation, I'm gonna do these two shades. I'm gonna do a little mix of Maybelline Fit Me 330 and 250. So, look, I'm gonna go in with some contour. This is very warm. This is almost too warm for my liking. Baby, I did my makeup for my matric ball as well. And babes, when I tell you, I literally had a Michael Jackson nose. XFL. I contour my nose so good. I love these Wet n Wild concealers. Love. But this is in the shade light medium beige. And this is in the shade medium deep tan. So this, I'm going to add this at the perimeter, like on the outside, so that I blend it out liquor, like so. I bought this one, which is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which is also very affordable, in the shade 10. Blush makes such a big difference. Me personally, I feel like blush makes such a big difference. Lovely. Oh, this base is so good. So I love this powder. This is by Black Opal and this is in the shade Neutral Light. It is like a nice brown powder, which is great for like my brown girls, and I feel like this would also look really nice for black girls, to just kind of give you like that soft, like buttery under eye, you know. If you know, you know. But I'm gonna mix this powder with the with Catrice's Loose Banana Powder Matte Effect. Yeah, it is in the shade Yellow Matte. I'm gonna mix these two powders together. over here. The lighting is super weird, but I'm gonna use the sponge just to brighten up my under eyes. Like, I recently got into modeling, and this was like my first not modeling but like commercial work I was on. And I was like on set for the first time, right? And me being a makeup artist, the lady, this is my first time getting my makeup done by someone else. And when I tell you, this lady did me so wrong, like I literally felt like in that moment I felt like, babes, can I just do my own makeup? Because, and that lady has been in the industry for like years already, and me personally, I just felt like she didn't really do a good job. But you know, I guess to each its own. Your makeup makes you look very different, you know. So now I'm gonna be on camera and my eyebrows look funny, and I can only vir jou say, listen, can you fix my eyebrows please? Sy's dan 'n makeup artist. Ek kan mos vir jou wil sê, luister iets, ek moet nog fancy moet reg maak, ek kan mos vir jou sê, sien, die eyebrows like reggie. But you know what, nee, even though I don't even want to be rude or anything, but I'm not surprised that she did my eyebrows so funny, because of the way that her eyebrows related. Like, I'm not surprised, you know. If she gets done such nonsense and she's been in the industry, then they might as well hire me to do the people's makeup. Okay, now I'm just gonna finish up, you know, and then I'm gonna come back for the end result. Alright, so this is the final product. I just put on a scarf, you know, for the vibes. Yeah, I really like the red lip. I don't think the red lip is gonna be for everyone, especially now with the green, but I personally really like it. This is what the makeup look turned out like.